There's the Paris Island Air Force Base. Or excuse me, not Air Force, but Marine Corps Base.
You're trying the wrong way.
Paris Island. Oh! Yay! Well, good morning, Outdoor Adventures. It's day one, and we're just sitting out back having some coffee this morning. It's about 8 o'clock. Tides are coming in South Carolina, and just sitting. I'll just give you a little view of what we're looking at here. Beautiful inlet. See the pier here in the background? That's where we're going to be crabbing today. Just went up to Walmart and got a couple of the crab pots, which I'll show you here in a minute. They're actually relatively cheap, so if you want to go crabbing when you're down in South Carolina or North Carolina, it's really not that expensive. I think I got 2 crab baskets, the string, and then about 4 pounds of chicken neck, maybe 14 bucks. So, you know, when you think about how much crabs cost by the dozen, it's well worth it. It's a lot of fun for the kids. We'll put together a rig that I got, and I think with the pot, the string, and the chicken neck on one rig, I'm talking less than 10 bucks. So let me show you how you put it together. So here I went to Walmart and I got myself a double ring wire net, and I'll show you how it works. But when you drop it into the water, it lays absolutely flat. You have your chicken neck right here tied to the back shit. I'm using threaded, or I should say braided line, because it's really, really strong, because those crabs are unusually strong. So use a braided line, gonna keep the chicken there. That way when you throw it out, it just stays to the net. All right, so you got the basket here. This basket cost me, I think it was $4 and some cents, which I thought was unusually cheap. So I'm gonna have to check online to see if that was a pricing error, because when I got back, I was like, this wire basket for 4 bucks, I think it's a hell of a deal. So got the basket, $4, and then I just obviously have some 48 foot of poly braid trap line, and we'll just attach this to the top, show you how simple it is to set up. We'll then tie our chicken neck to the basket, and then we'll go out and toss it into the water. So give me a second here and I'll show you how I'm going to put this together. I'm sure there's 1,000 ways to do it. I'm just a little preference. I'm not a pro. I'm just somebody learning how to catch blue crabs down in the South. So if you have some tips, please put them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your expertise, and let the team know if you got better ideas. So I'm sure there's 1,000 things I'm going to do wrong. That's okay. Love to hear your ideas on how I can improve, and everyone else can have some tips, so when they go down, they can increase their catch limit. So let's get to it. Let's get this thing put together. So we're just going to get the basket open first, and I'm going to be gentle with the bag, because I'm going to take these back with me. So I'm going to put them back in the bag when I take them home. So I'm going to keep that bag, pull it out. I'm going to fold this up, shove it in my pocket. So on this, it has like a little bit of a hook. I'm taking the hook off because I don't want to have any chance where in the current the string comes off the hook. So I'm going to tie it straight to the string itself, and that way I don't have to worry about coming off and losing my pod. There we go. Take off this little stuff that comes with it. All right. So now this is how it works. You put the chicken neck on here and you throw it down to the bottom. It lays flat. Crabs come, they're like yum, 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 yum. And then you pull it up and then it scoops them up. And so they can't get out, because the force of the water of you pulling out keeps them, the gravity right here. It's like, a jet fighter, I guess. Throws you back in the seat. That's the same thing it does. Comes up, and then you can lay it flat, you grab your crabs, put them in a bucket. And so all you need to do is make sure that something's tied steadily to this so that when you pull up, boom, you got it. So that's where this comes into play. And this one I got 48 foot, but you know, if you're on a dock that's only 5 feet and you know you need 10 foot of line, you figure that one out based on what you're going to be dealing. But I got 48 because I don't know where all we're going to be going here, and I don't know if I want to throw it out further and then kind of walk back to the dock to try to place it in different areas. So 48 feet was good for me, and it was only like $1.09. So I was like, so on this, obviously just find the end. Make up my glasses because everybody knows by now I'm blind without them. I'll leave the other end round up. So again, everyone can have their preference on how they want to do it. I'm just going to do a simple, I call it a slip knot. That's probably not what it's called, but so the pull, the harder you tie it, the harder you pull, the tighter the knot gets. And so that will do. And so again, what we'll do is we're going to tie some chicken neck on here now, and then we're going to throw it right in the water. And then what we're going to do is let it sit for a couple minutes, and then we're going to pull it up in the baskets there. And the idea is hopefully there's blue crab in this pot. So we're going to put some chicken neck in it, and then we'll meet you back down at the dock, and we'll pull our first pull. We'll see you in a few minutes. So what we're going to do is just tie the chicken neck. So I have some braided line, 30-pound braid. I don't think you need that much, but that's what I had. So that's what I'm going to use. So 30-pound braid. I come over here. I get the neck. This neck I have had sitting out on the counter to get all nice and stinky. Do yourself a favor, make sure that you wash your hands after because of salmonella, and then definitely wipe down the counter with some type of disinfectant. So all I do is I come over here and I lay the chicken neck right there, and I run the string. I'm going to let this hang over the edge a little bit so it'll make it easier for me. I just put the string down through here. So we'll go down through the bottom to the top. And we're going to tie it. Do a second knot. And do a third knot. Okay. And then I'm just going to take the knife and cut the line. And I'm going to put a second piece over on this side just to get the scent. More scent, maybe 2 crabs at one time, who knows. Now that it's ready, we're going to throw it out, but then I'm going to go wash my hands because I can guarantee that there's salmonella on this. It's been sitting on the counter all night. And the stink of it, oh, no doubt there's salmonella there. So we'll go out, dump this, go wash the hands, and then we'll come back and pull pod number 1 because it should be nice and soaked and ready to go. So if you take a video here, we're just going to take this. I got another one out right there. I'm going to put this one right down here. You want a video down? I'm just going to drop it right beside the pier. So any type of crabs that are up on the, I'm going to just kind of throw it underneath a little bit and then let it sink. It should sink relatively quickly because right over here I think it's only a couple feet deep, maybe 3 feet, 4 feet. Tide's coming up, so the high tide today here is around 11:30. I think it's around 9 o'clock now, 9:30. So we've got a couple more hours. Tide's constantly coming in. And when I came out here this morning, right over this area, had oyster bar. So it was kind of cool to look at that. And then tide started coming in. So this is getting deeper. My guess is this will probably get about 6 feet, maybe 6 feet deep by the time all the water comes in. So hopefully crabs will come back. Last night we just did a test. I put a piece of chicken on a string and threw it out there, and there were some nice sized crabs we caught last night. So I'm optimistic this morning so far, just little babies, but hopefully we can get into them, because I'd like to get a nice bucket full and do a crab boil tonight. So we'll talk to you in a little bit. The pot's been soaking for a few minutes, so Maddie's gonna pull it up. Anything?
Nope.
Nope. Nothing. Nothing. So what we'll do is we're gonna try to back towards the dock and see if we can get something there. All right, here we go. Pull number 2.
Hey, got one.
Here we? Oh, it's a tiny little guy.
Let's see.
Tiny. It's a little baby.
Let's see. Oh, he's so cute.
Don't let it go. Let it go. I'm gonna use that for bait.
Cute.
Nothing?
No crab. Oh, got one.
Got one? How big?
It's bigger.
Let's see. Not big enough yet. It's got to be 5 inches from tine to tine. Go for it. Nothing, huh? Go hard. Go fast.
Ah!
Got one?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Ooh, that's a perfect. Well, we did, what, about 4 pulls, and we finally got our first keeper, which is nice. Good size. The tide is coming in still, so we're not even right where we need to be. So I would say within the next hour, we should catch a nice bunch of crabs, but this is a beauty. He's gonna be yum yum.
Oh yeah, a decent sized one.
Good.
I think.
Pull it up.
It's not as big as the other one, but I don't think.
Okay, let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's a little baby.
It's a baby.
It's your little baby. Hi, little baby. Let's put him claws up.
Pinch you.
Put your claws up. Gosh, gosh. Whenever you're ready.
Nope.
Nothing?
Not this time.
All right, let it sink.
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Drop it.
Nope.
Fast. Got one?
No.
Look at 1,000 sparkles of light across the water. So I started off using the basket, just tying some chicken necks in there, throwing it out. We did pretty good, decent, but I found another technique that I watched on YouTube that worked a little bit better, so I thought I'd try it out. And all you do is you take a piece of chicken neck, you tie it to a string, put a little weight on it, and you throw it along the shore where the weeds are, and usually within a few minutes, boom, something's hitting. You slowly pull it in, and then I don't have this yet. You get a net on a long stick and scoop up underneath. So all I'm doing right now is pulling up my pod. If nothing's in it, I put it back down, pull the string so that the crab's on that piece of chicken, and then I just pull the net up and capturing them. So it's been working really well. My daughter and my wife and them, they went to look at the small town of Beaufort. So I didn't really want to go shopping with 3 ladies. So I'm just gonna stay here and chill, try new techniques, try some stuff, but I'll show you some video. It's super cool and it's super fun. I think we're gonna be able to get ourselves a crab boil tonight. Excited. We're on the dock here, crabbing. We have a pod of dolphins. There they are. all I have here is, if you can see, it's very, you can see right there, that little line, it's almost invisible. That's just 30-pound test mono. And all I did was tied a piece of chicken to it and left about a 9-inch piece of thread, excuse me, piece of mono coming past the chicken. And I just put on a little ounce weight. And what that does is lets it get to the bottom. And I'm throwing it right along this shoreline right here. And it's been doing really, really well. So I put one over here. Let's go take a look. Look at this. So this is exactly what it is. See this line? See how it's bouncing? It's bouncing. That means that there is a crab on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab that pod, and I'm going to try to set this camera up so that you can see what I'm doing. So all I did was putting a piece of chicken on a string with a weight, and then I'm putting the basket just below the water, so then I pick up the string and I pull slowly. And of course, this is new to anyone. I'm sure I'll get 1,000 comments saying that you need a net on a pole, and I agree, but I didn't have one. Again, I'm not a pro. I've never claimed to be a pro. I'm just an outdoor adventurer. I like to try new stuff, things I've never done before. And I've never done this before, and so I'm learning. So now I'm going to pull this little crabby up over my basket, and then I'm going to pull my basket up and I'll have them. Now I sent my daughter to the store to get the basket. Or excuse me, a net. He's right here, so I'm trying to be quiet, so give me a second. And boom, one over the next, and there it is. There you see the crabby. And so that's what I'm using, so you can see it just has a little chicken neck. Little chicken neck on a string. And I'm just pitching it out. Well, we've been going now for about, oh well, about 20 minutes, and I have 4 in the pot. So 4 nice ones too. Beauties.
Put this on your adventure time.
All right.
Yay. Oh, one fell into the water.
That's right. Is there anyone in there?
No.
Was it a big one?
No, I said one of the chicken necks fell into the water.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Nothing there? Pulling up. Oh, there's one. There's one in there. The little guy. Basket, and I wonder if it's because it's more natural. They just see something dead as compared to the basket. I don't know. Again, I'm new to this, but it's fun. So let's go over and see what we have so far. Oh, look at that. We have 5 of them, and it's been, I don't know, 25 minutes. And in South Carolina, they have to be 5 inches from tine. Just to tine. Woo! They're feisty little buggers. Feisty, feisty, feisty. But that's okay. We have a little buddy coming up on our porch. Sun tanning for the day. So it's our last night in South Carolina, and we've been crabbing and fishing over the last couple days. So we're actually going to do a boil tonight. So we have probably about 3-4 dozen blue crabs. We bought some shrimp and all the fixings to go with it. So we also have some Spanish mackerel that we caught. So I'm going to pan fry some. I'm going to try to do one on the grill. So we should have quite a bountiful feast tonight. So I'm gonna go through, do a boil again. I'm not an expert. I'm not telling you this is the way to do it. I'm just gonna try some things that I've seen on TV that were really good. I love boils. And hopefully it turns out good and we'll have ourselves a bountiful feast tonight. But either way, we're gonna have fun doing it. So give me a few minutes, I'm gonna get them prepped going, and then I'll walk you through what I do. If you have tips or suggestions on the way that you like to do boils, by all means, please put them in the comments below, because love to learn, love to get better at it. And obviously anyone that's watching might wanna learn too. So give me a second and we'll get at it. So we're gonna go through the ingredients. We got the red potato nibbles. We've got some lemons. I got some Slap Yo Mama seasoning. Of course, Old Bay. You can't go without Old Bay. We have our corn. We have our andouille sausage. We have, I think it's a little over a pound of shrimp. And in the freezer, we have fresh caught blue crab. That's already been cleaned and then frozen, and we are going to take them out and put them into the boil. So I'm going to get the pot out, start getting the ingredients going, and I'll catch you in just a few minutes. I'm going to give my fish just a little bit of lemon. Very nice. We're going to be pan frying these ones. And this one we're going to be grilling. And again, this is Spanish mackerel. Give it a little bit of lemon. Put it in a little bit in the center. And I'll put a little bit on the outside. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of Slap Yo Mama on there. Do you like other seasoning? By all means, put whatever you like on there. Yeah, it's gonna look nice. So I'll get started. Basically what I'm doing is getting a big boiling pot. I put 1 beer in here already, and then I'm gonna get the Old Bay, big container of it. Gonna open it up, and then I'm gonna dump the whole container of it into the pot. Save probably just a little bit to sprinkle on top. All right, so 1 container. Then I'm going to take 3/4 of a gallon of water and pour it into the pot. And I'm just going to stir this bad boy up. Very good. I'm going to come over and get my knife. And then my lemon, I'm going to cut it in quarters. I'll take 6 of these. And I'm just going to put it right into the pot. So we have the pots heating up right now inside this pot. We have all the ingredients. This is the one that we're going to put the crabs in. And this one is a smaller pot, which we're going to do the potatoes and corn. I just didn't have a great big pot to put them in. We are staying at an Airbnb, so I got to work with what I have. So we're going to do these. In a few minutes, we're going to put the crabs in here. I'll put the shrimp and corn and all that kind of stuff in here. The shrimp's actually going to go in last because it doesn't take as long to cook. But that will go in there, and then I'm going to go out and put the king mackerel here. I'm going to put the king mackerel on the grill, and then I'm going to fire up the pan, and I'm going to cook these in the pan. So should be interesting. I got a lot going on. Hopefully I don't screw this up, but you know, we're going to give it hell, and away we go. And I'm going to put the lid. I put the corn and potatoes in already, so I'm going to put that on here. So we have the corn and the potatoes and the andouille sausage cooking in here. We're going to do that for, probably about 5 minutes or so. Yeah, we're going to go 10 minutes. And then we'll take that off the burner and we'll throw in the shrimp, and we'll let that boil. That looks good. Oh boy, that looks good too. That looks real good. We're gonna drain that here in a minute. Gonna put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in the pan. Got that heated up. There's my lid. Alright, I've had this grill out here heating up, and so I'm just going to stick this Spanish mackerel right across there like that. Where's my lid? Put my lid on, I'm going to go check on. That looks real good. Let's get it onto a plate. Okay, good. Put some butter on this. A little bay sauce. Give it one more flip. And one more flip back. Oh boy, will that look great. So we're going to plate it. A big meal. We should probably see if the neighbors want it. You guys ready? Ready.
Seasoned.
We got the boil, the corn, the shrimp, andouille sausage, potatoes. And I ended up broiling this because the grill went out on me, the gas went out. And then those are pan fried. Well, thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, do me a favor, like, subscribe, share with a friend. Next week, we're going to be showing you our trip as we went out on a excursion to catch Spanish mackerel, sharks, and a lot of really cool things that we saw along the way. So have yourselves a wonderful week, and I hope you can all get out and have an adventure on your own.